good team win. You know, we give them credit. They made a bunch of plays. We made a bunch of mistakes there, but I thought the kids hung in there offensively, moved the ball, moved the chains. I thought moved it very efficient on the ground, in the air, and again, came away with a lot of scores, which I thought with their offense and, you know, a lot of great athletes out there in space that we sort of lost track of at times. But a good team win, and you know, let's enjoy this one and get ready for the next one. And as I told the team that every day some group has their day, offense, defense, and special teams, but that was an overall good team win, and you know, enjoy the game and get ready for Houston to start tomorrow.
Well, you really had them off balance because you could throw it and run it.
Well, I thought we basically, you know, pretty much, you know, getting pretty good yardage on run plays, and especially off the right side there, and you know, I thought we probably could have thrown it a little bit more, but you know, when it got in the fourth quarter and the clock is moving, you know, that's invaluable when you can get first downs and continue moving the ball that way. So, best playing football is the kill play, and you know, that's a great feeling there.
George, the way this sets up now, I mean, Southern Mississippi losing, how do you make sure to keep your kids focused? Because actually they could lose one game and still win the division. And how do you keep getting into that model?
Well, all you can do is just remind them each game is a big game, and you know, we really didn't. They knew what the records were going to this one. Houston's a very good football team. They play at 7 tonight, and you know, we'll have our work cut out against them. They're very similar offensively, throwing it all over the place. So we got a little get to the chalkboard a little bit more on defense. Some of the things that I think we're trying to get done out there today, but. I think the big thing is you play one game at a time. That's all you can do. And you know, I think the kids are mature enough, and a little bit older kids, that the younger kids feed off of them. So I think they understand how important that is.
You talked about you had 15 turnovers in those last 5 against East Carolina. You only one fumble today, but I mean you held on to the ball, you controlled the ball, right?
The turnover. You talking about the outside kick?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. They knew they had the 2 kickers, and we yelled it, and you know, we got our hand out. You got to come up with it. They did a nice job of that. Good execution on their part.
Coach, talk about that 4th and goal at the 1. You decided to go for the touchdown instead of the field goal. A little unfair.
Why do you think I did that?
I mean, well, I think it was probably because of the
No. I made my mind up, but as soon as you guys said you got 4 downs, that was done long before it was 4th and 1. You know, I just don't. Those are such big momentum breaks when you don't make those kicks. And, you know, we got to get that cleaned up because sooner or later it's going to really hurt us. You know, but I already had told him you got 4 downs, so it was 4th and 1. It really wasn't a decision that we were going for.
And then, of course, you know, the team rushed the ball well. Talk about the offensive line. I mean, they've obviously been improving.
Well, they have been. I think they're playing a lot more consistency out there. I think Ronnie Weaver has really done a great job that time staying in bounds over the far side while getting the first down. That's real headsy play. It's playing smart. And, you know, and I think that we're putting more guys in to complement that situation. And again, probably, you know, need to get the ball a little bit more in the air. You know, as far as I think Jeff is feeling, you know, at home in some situations out there, but he's doing an awful good job creating plays with his feet too, which I think is really important.
As much as you like to get the ball in the air, being able to run and keep that offense off the field, if you still a lot of time, how invaluable is that?
Well, I think it was really that was the key. You know, our defense really didn't play as well as we would have expected them to play today. And, you know, I think we missed too many tackles, too much grabbing out there. But I think give East Carolina credit. I thought they made plays. They got some really good athletes at the wide receiver position and at the quarterback. I mean, he broke a couple of drawers up the middle on and said, you know, we got to make plays on. But I think what we did was go in saying, let's hold on to it, move the chains, and what was really important, we just didn't move the chains. We came away with scores, which I think is really very important.
Coach, you talked earlier this week about not trying to get in a track meet with them, but it was exactly what it turned out to be. You know, everything you
well, it wasn't
witnessed that was
we gave up too many big plays, you know, down the sideline, and track meets when, you know, bump. And we made, too many situations where you gotta make plays on third down and where they get it by a yard or 2 yards. And again, I thought the coverage was really soft out there. I think you gotta get after those guys. And I thought we were getting some pressure on the kid. And, we're a team that never has penalties, and we had 5 and they had none, or 1 or whatever. And, so, I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons why we didn't get to the kid, but I'm gonna look at the tape and see what happened there as far as why they didn't get to certain situations.
How important was that start? You get them down really on their back and you got momentum. I mean, bang, bang, you're up 14 nothing.
Especially home. When you're home, you want to get up on them, and we're up 14 nothing, and then we give up a big play. Make it, let them get a little closer on what was taking place. But I think it's important because the crowd reacts to that, and and I thought it's a loud situation when that crowd's into it, and I think East Carolina credit. I thought they handled that situation pretty well.
You get a sense from your bunch of, they really wanted to get over this hump against East Carolina. It's kind of been a bugaboo the last few years.
I'm happy with that. I think we've had some awful close games and made mistakes, but I thought today, offensively really came in and did some very good things. Defensively made some plays when they had to make it, and again, I thought we kept their return yards under control a little bit. Their kickoff got a little, some way we kicked there, but I thought coverage-wise we did a good job, and it worked out well. I don't know if we punted all day, did we?
No.
So that's usually a good day offensively.
You get a sense of how serious the injury was to Jordan Ray there?
I've been with me how long?
Since you've been here.
And why would you ask a question?
Well, you knew about Rob Calabrese and Marshall. You knew about Rob and Marshall.
No, I'm not going to give you an answer. I wouldn't talk about injuries to my wife.
Okay.
And you know as much as I do about him. All right, but I'll be surprised if he's not ready for the Houston game. But we'll see. I don't know. But other than him, I think we came out fairly healthy in the game.
You have bigger goals this season, but you're bowl eligible at this point. I feel like it's early in the season to reach that number.
Our goal is the conference championship. That's what we said early, and that's the only goal that we talk about. Because really, if you do that, that sets up all the bowls and everything else that you want to look at. And that's what the kids, if you ask them the goal, that's what they should tell you. That's the only goal and stuff. But again, we got a short week this week, and we got a Houston team that puts another track meet you don't want to get involved in, so see if we can get done to slow people down a little bit, and again, we got to continue doing what we're doing offensively.
What do you think this will do for this team's confidence? I mean, you had a tough loss to North Carolina State, a tough loss to Kansas State, which was probably the 2 best teams you played. Now you beat a team,
That beat North Carolina State.
What?
That beat North Carolina State.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think they're going to do?
That's why you need a national championship. Don't do it by computers. I think the big thing is that, I think the kids play one game at a time. I think as you win more, of course, confidence and success go hand. I think success and confidence go hand in hand. So I think it was a good win, and the kids enjoying themselves, but they'll be right back to getting ready for Houston tomorrow evening, and again, I give East Carolina credit, but they're a very good team. They did a lot of good things out there.
Let's go one more question. Have you considered opening kicking tryouts with the student population?
He's a really good kid. He really is. Say what you're going to say.
Have you considered opening tryouts for the student population?
I have another one I'll try before I open it up. I really, he has that look on his face when he missed him, and you want to smack him. You really do.
Florida's a great soccer state.
I know it is. No, they don't. Let me enjoy the day. And he kicks, everything was great until you brought that up.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks a lot, Coach.